And now, an unsigned artist reveal worldwide spotlight. Known as the triple threat, singer, songwriter, producer, Devon Howard takes no prisoners with his laid-back, smooth, but edgy vocal delivery. Howard's professional career began as a part of the fresh young group Me to You on the RCA music label, appearing on Soul Train, The Apollo, and BET. After a great run, the quintet dissolved, but Devon began to build momentum, traveling the world, working with renowned video director Chris Robinson, videographer for Jay-Z and Beyonce, Grammy Award winner Ron Thayer, producer for Keisha Cole and Christina Aguilera, and more. Join Devon and yours truly in the Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide Studio. Hello, everybody. Happy Music Monday. It's Sabrina Taylor, creator and host of the show. Welcome in, everybody. It has been a little delay tonight, but we are not denied. Come on in. I see you guys out there. You've been looking for the broadcast. And so here we are. I see you guys up there, and I want you to do me a favor when you come in. Get your handheld. Let's do that. Share so that everybody knows we're finally up and we're running. Um, Sometimes the technical things just seem to happen, but we've got our guest on the show. He is in the green room. He is right here waiting for you guys to come in and say hello to him. Um, I don't know, maybe the eclipse played a part in this. I bet it did. I saw a beautiful, beautiful eclipse today, and I'm just amazed at the things that God has done and He's doing. So let's bring on our guest, though, tonight. Mr. Devon Howard is here with us tonight. Devon,
Hey.
you brought the eclipse with you.
I think I did.
It's okay. It's okay. It was beautiful. Did you get an opportunity to check out the eclipse at all
I got to
today?
watch it. Yeah, I got to
Say
watch.
that. Oh,
Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to go out and see it. So
oh, it was beautiful. Now here, it was a little cloudy, but we stood out there long enough. Me and some of my work associates just kind of stood and we waited. And you should have heard the squeals and the it was so amazing, and we had
wow,
our glasses on, and
wow.
it was just an amazing sight. I didn't get the full gist of the eclipse, but I did see like a crescent part of it.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, it was so beautiful, so beautiful. Well, we want to again welcome you to the Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide family. They're in, and I'm starting to see comments. And Colleen, hello, Martin. From the UK, stayed up late
Wow.
to watch, and we're so happy that Martin's in. Everybody's coming in. We had a little delay, my friends, and so that is why you're just now getting the opportunity to see us. Devon is here, and I told him this is how I found him. I was scrolling and scrolling. I think it was on Instagram. I don't see you a lot on Facebook. I see you mostly on
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah, and so I heard some snippets of his music. I scrolled and I ended up having to go back because I was like, "Who is this person?" And I've gotta see if he'll come to the show. And that is truly how, I discovered him, and we're so glad that you are here, and we just want you to, chat a little bit. I've been reading and researching and, not sure, are you still in Baltimore,
I am
Devon?
outside of Baltimore, but still in the area.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Did you grow up in that area,
I
Devon?
did. I grew up in Baltimore City.
Oh,
My whole life has been in Baltimore, and it's kind of hard to leave.
is it? What do you love about it?
Well, my family's here.
Yeah.
And growing up for me, my family, I'm the youngest of five, so my family will always move out like when I was really young. So everybody kind of came back. So it's kind of hard for me to leave now because everybody's.
If you could go anywhere in the world to live, would it still be Baltimore or would it be somewhere else?
I don't know. I would try different places. I love Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's my vacation spot. So I haven't even tried many other places because I'll just keep going there. I would like, um, Japan, the UK. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, Selena Albright. You're familiar with her, right?
yeah.
Yeah, she moved to the UK.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that I was so shocked I didn't see it coming. I was like, "Okay, you're keeping things from me. You're keeping it from me." I call her my sister, and she really is. She's such a sweetheart, and I just didn't know that she was going. But the UK, have you ever been to perform?
Yes, I was in the group when in Me to You. We toured there at SWV. We have been there, London, Manchester, Birmingham. We've been
Wow.
around.
Yeah, yes, you guys have. And I want you to talk about that because I mean, we see you as a solo artist, but you
Mhm.
haven't always been
No.
a solo artist. So, talk to me about family and music and the impact as you came up before you were in the young guys group with RCA.
Yeah, so for me, my father was a songwriter. And it was just something that I did not know much about until I started a little older, like how deeply in it he was. He
Yeah.
always music, and I remember wake up my siblings and at night to play music, like the drums, the guitar, and singing. And I wasn't able to be a part. 'Cause I was just too young, and I was always intrigued with that. And music was always in the house. One sister listened to gospel. The other sister was listening to a lot of the commercial stuff that was out, Denise Williams and Anita Baker and Whitney. And so I was hearing that. And my brother would listen to, more of the hip hop stuff. So I was just getting a little bit of everything. And I was just intrigued. So I started writing early. So I started joining little groups here and there. And I really took it seriously around 15.
Did something happen or
Well, I
you
auditioned. I
gotcha.
no audition. And believe it or not, my first dream was not necessarily to be a star, but to be on the album cover, right? I just wanted to be on the album cover. I just wanted to have an album. And I saw New Edition who was close to my age. And I was like, oh, you know, I want to do that. I want to be on a cover. And so I just started working hard. And then I went to this Baltimore School for the Arts um, as a dancer, though. And so the discipline really helped me get even more focused. So, it became um, easier for me to kind of to zone in and work hard at it.
So, but I'm kind of still back there when you said you wanted to be on an album cover. You really weren't trying to be like a superstar, but you gotta be a star to be on an album, kinda.
Well,
It's kinda
at 15 years old, I wasn't thinking. I was just intrigued by album covers for some reason. I don't know what it was, and I love the music too, but it was something about the album cover. I,
wow. Wow.
and that came true. So that dream came true.
Absolutely. So have you met New Edition?
I did. I did. So Me to You, one of the members is Jerry Ladishaw, who is Stacy Ladishaw's brother, and so they have close ties to Johnny. So BBD at the time, they would come around a lot, and so we would see them, and then we would see the New Edition clan at different points as we traveled around. So that was another dream. I got to meet them as well.
Oh my god, I saw pictures of you, on Instagram and some of the old days. But I also saw you with Janet Jackson. Was that happenstance? Have you ever collaborated with her? A desire to collaborate with
Oh yeah.
her?
I would love to. So that opportunity, a friend of mine asked me to go to her show, and we got to go back and meet her. And I actually met her when I was 14, and she came to Mondawmin Mall in Baltimore. And I was just up, shopping or doing something for my mother because she would send me to the market on Saturday mornings, and they had something there with Janet Jackson. It was Christmas time, and I saw it. It's like, oh, I ran home and I wrote a letter and I came back, and I sat there and waited. And they put up the velvet rope, and I was sitting on the inside of it, and inside of the velvet rope because I was the only one sitting there. And then the crowd came, so they never told me to move. So when they came in, Janet and her mother sat beside me, and we were able to have a conversation, especially the mother, who was incredible. And then her mother asked me where she could get some chicken. So
Aw.
Papa, so she left out by herself and went and got some chicken.
Hmm.
It was weird, but it was incredible to see how normal they were.
And then it came full circle that you met Janet again.
To run into her again. So I would really like to do something with her. And that would be a great collab.
You have such similar timbre to Michael. I'm sure you hear that all the
I,
time. How does that make you feel when people tell you
um,
that?
well, Michael, he is the top of the game. I think he's influenced so many people in so many ways, and opened doors for so many people. So I think it's the biggest compliment to have something that is reminiscent of that, because he was great and he still is. His music still lives on. So just to have a piece of that greatness by comparison, you know, I welcome it.
Was it something you were trying to do, or was it just because of the influence of listening to? Did you listen to a lot of Michael Jackson at times? He's frozen on me. And oh gosh, I didn't expect that to happen. But guys, I do see some of your comments up here, and I while he's getting himself together, let's see if we can see who has come into the chat while he takes care of that. And let's see, who do we have? Oh my goodness. Let's take a look. See who's here. Ah, he's back. Winford, I see you there. I see you there. So glad to have you in. And I think I've already spoken to Martin, and Gary Purcell is in. Hey, Gary. So glad to have you in. So glad to have you. So, Devon, what we were doing, I was talking to some of the people who have already come into the chat,
Okay,
and saying hello. Yeah, I leave no space wasted.
great. Thank you.
Yeah, I just froze all of a sudden, and
Yeah.
so yeah. But I was asking you the question about, I think that's when you froze, about Michael Jackson. Was it that you listened to him a lot, and of course there was that blended influence, or it's sometimes because people really love an artist, they will emulate them to some degree. But then there are artists who listen so much that they can't help but have layers and flavors from that artist.
Yeah, I think that Michael was woven into the fabric of society, right? And
Yes.
so, and I really didn't listen to him as much to be influenced by,
Hmm, okay.
I think I listened to Babyface a lot, um,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Large a lot, to really study vocal, because I taught myself how to sing, because as a writer, I needed to figure out melody, and spent a lot of time developing that through Babyface and through El DeBarge. And I listened to Jeffrey Osborne, but my voice was really high, so
Yeah.
I was listening to him. I love his voice though, and so Michael was just kind of always in the fabric of culture, And
Absolutely.
and so I think it wasn't by design. I just think my voice it has similar inflection and similar tonality.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally, totally agree. You mentioned El DeBarge. I I don't know anyone from our age group who doesn't remember, the DeBarge, Bobby
Yeah,
DeBarge, Switch,
right.
I loved them all. Do you have a favorite?
A favorite song?
Mhm. It's a
Gosh,
lot of them, though.
is I used to play a dream with Bunny DeBarge
Bunny
singing
DeBarge, absolutely.
that to
Mhm.
death. And so it's just like you always have songs in a moment. Like there's a
Yeah.
favorite song again because they've always been there for me since I was really young. So and then with Switch, God, I call your name.
I
You know,
know, right? I
yeah,
know.
that's one of my all-time favorite songs.
Mine do. Mine too. I love it. I totally love it. So then there's Stevie Wonder.
Oh God, yes.
Talk about him a little bit.
Wow, again, he's another one. So, by the time I came along, Stevie was already just like his songwriting ability is classic. It's like
Yeah,
standard, and
sure,
and for singers, he's kind of the way for male singers especially is the way to go to really understand vocal and a vocal dynamic and soul,
sure,
you know,
sure.
songwriting. So he's like a blueprint for a lot of
Right.
people. So, but I love Stevie Wonder.
I do too. So of all of those that we've named, who is the most impact well, it's Michael. I mean, I know that. But do you have a favorite artist that whether it's vocal inflection, whether, it's how they write or how they produce. Is there an artist that you really look up to?
Yeah, and see, for me, Babyface would be that artist.
Ah.
You know, like from the deal on,
Mm.
his
Oh,
voice,
The Deal.
deal,
Yeah.
and Babyface's voice for me early on was more of one I would try to imitate. More than Michael. And see, with Michael, I would listen to his stuff. Babyface, I would sing his stuff, and so I would
Ah.
sing, try to sing and sound like that. So, so to me, when I hear some of my songs, I'm hearing Babyface, and other people, oh, it sounds like Michael. I'm like, okay, you know,
It is true. I
yeah,
do. I hear a lot of him and it's so soothing and I love the lyrics. And we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and we're going to start talking about the creative side of you and what that looks like and um, beyond the group that you were in and how it came about that you left the group and became a solo artist. So if you can just hang out, don't touch it,
no,
and we'll don't touch anything, and we'll come back in just a moment. You guys don't go away. Please stay right there. We'll be back with more from our special guest tonight, Devon Howard. The Platinum Agencies is taking the indie brand to the next level with customized strategies that include interviews on unsigned artist reveal worldwide, as well as campaigns on social media. Listen to what these artists have to say about us. Soul R&B artist Selena Albright says, I believe in the Platinum Agencies and the amazing things it will continue to do for independent artists in the future. Not only does Sabrina Taylor have an ear for the best-kept secrets in the music industry, but in a market where independently made music tends to be greatly overshadowed, her platform offers a unique opportunity for all artists to be heard. Some of my favorite interviews of my career have been with Sabrina Taylor. She really knows how to ask the right questions to capture the hidden story behind the music that fans want to hear. And I've always been so moved by her ability to pair her original imagery to my music whenever I visit her platform. Soul jazz artist Cherie Patrice says, UAR is a great platform and source for indie artists to promote, expound, and extend their brand. You can always count on UAR to capture the essence, the heart, and the soul of an indie artist within its presentation. I always feel welcomed, celebrated, and in good hands with its CEO and founder, Sabrina Taylor, who puts her grand touch of elegance and excellence on every artist she comes in contact with. I highly endorse the UAR worldwide experience. Connect with the Platinum Agencies at tpatheplatinum.agencies.com. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, our special guest tonight is singer songwriter Devon Howard. He's here with us, and we're so glad to have him in. And before we went to break, I was asking you to kind of put a pin in it so that we could talk a little bit about after you left the group. What happened that you left the group?
So with anything, it's a learning experience, especially when you're young. It's new
Sure.
for all of us. And me personally, when you're a part of a big machine, a lot of
Mhm.
times your thoughts and your opinions um, on your craft kind of goes unheard. And I feel that I'm a creative person, so I just want
Right,
to move on and do other things, be it major or independent,
right.
and just to kind of find my own voice. Because not only do is it just music, but it's imaging and it's ideas for videos and it's staging and it's all of that as well. And
Yeah,
so I just wanted to try and do other things and be creative in other ways.
right.
And the group thing wasn't necessarily for me.
How many years were you guys, together?
Well, we actually got signed pretty quick. I think we got together and because we didn't all know each other. And so we got together, yeah. And I think within 8 months we were signed to a major label.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it happened really fast. And so we were probably together for a couple years.
Yeah. And so you open for people like
Yeah, so we've done the circuit. So we've done SWV um, as a group. We've done a lot of the festival type stuff. So like Regina Bell and a whole lot of people there, Will Downing, and
right.
but it was a lot of people on those bills. And by myself, I've opened for Dionne Warwick and Kiki Wyatt and a few other people.
Wow. Wow. So I would think that the responsibility is a lot more, um, I don't wanna say challenging, I'll say it that way, than when you are collective. Because the responsibility doesn't fall just on one person. Uh, as it does when you are a solo artist.
Yeah,
So, do you what are some of the challenges that you faced to date being a solo artist? An independent solo artist at that.
I think the biggest thing is the machine is not behind you, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do all the creative stuff, but then you can't really compete with the machine,
No.
you
No.
know. And
Right.
I think that's the downside to it. But for me, I wouldn't trade that because I get to do it the way that I feel it and
Mhm.
that I see it, and it's more rewarding to me that way. Um, yeah,
So, do you think the experience kind of tells you what to do and not to do as an indie artist?
yeah, yeah. And the thing for me was to not let it harden me. I didn't want to become, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm still open to ideas,
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, I have to feel it. It has to kind of, you
right.
know, I have to be connected to it in some kind of a way.
Sure, sure.
So it's it's that thing where the machine would be nice, It's just a lot less pressure financially to get stuff done. Studio, I have my own studio now, but the mixing and mastering, the promotion and marketing, and all those things, would be easier.
Would you do it again if you were approached? Because of course UMG is still out there.
Mhm.
Capital, I don't know if they're all collective. I know um, they have their own thing going, but if you were to be approached by someone, um, I'm sure your negotiation skills would be
Yeah,
amazing at that point, right?
experience has taught me a lot.
Sure,
So
sure.
I would be if they see the vision.
Mm,
If they could see the vision, definitely. You know,
yeah.
that's how we get out Princes and Michaels and people on that level, because it's that people see the vision and allow them to do what they do. And
Wow.
I think that's when you can get great work, great music. You know,
Right. Yeah. But at one point, Prince just was a rebel.
yes,
He he
because
just was enough was enough for him.
yeah,
Yeah.
business big as he was, he still had to fight the battle. So he's like, listen, I'm just gonna do it my way. I'm gonna change my name to something else, and I'm just gonna do music. And that's what he
Yeah.
loved that because he changed the game for a lot of people.
He did. He paved the way, and
Yeah.
that's what I really, really love. Is there anything that you would do differently today?
Oh no,
No?
nothing. No, I take
Really?
for granted. Nothing for granted. Everything is a lesson learned,
Yeah.
and to be able to have that wisdom and to be able to sit in this space now and getting a chance to put my music out and talk to you, I wouldn't
Yeah.
change
Oh, look at you. You said all the right things.
it.
I love that. I love that. Are there any things? Are there things, uh, eclipse, I'm blaming it on the
Yeah.
eclipse. Are
My
there things or is there anything that you've learned to date that you would share with an upcoming artist?
learn the business.
Mm,
Learn the business
yeah.
when you're young, because the idea, it's so flashy and so
Mm,
thing,
yep,
the stardom thing, and but it's a business first. You know,
always.
you have
Yeah.
to know what you're getting yourself into.
Mhm.
You have to know who you are as an artist,
Mm, I
what
love that.
your thoughts are,
Mhm.
and what your vision is, and what you have to offer the world. And
Yeah,
you're going to grow in that, and people can help you there, but you don't want to sacrifice that. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
do.
on you who they think you should be. And that's the hard thing in the group is that they would give us clothes. I'm like, I don't want to wear that. I didn't want to be, like, I wanted to be with the guys. Like, okay, let's just put it on. I'm like, but I don't want to wear that. I don't. It's
Oh,
not who we are.
right, right.
And a quick story is that one of the things for me that really made me feel that way was we were in suits, and the stylist came out with a ruffle shirt for me, a la Prince. And I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't know what the vision is or the thought is, but I'm not doing that. And that was the beginning of me finding my voice in that.
And saying no
And
to yeah.
absolutely not.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. So, as a writer, are there particular things that help you be creative, or is it just nothing in particular as a writer?
Melody is always floating in my head.
Really?
It's just, I could be anywhere in the supermarket, in the movies,
Yeah.
tapping on my leg and just hearing something. Uh,
Hmm.
Somebody could say something, it sounds like a song to me.
Wow.
Put a note in my phone. It's been going since I was young. I could
Wow.
hear stuff floating in my head.
So
So
you're always on go. I
always,
mean,
And the at the best times, like I could write a song within 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. And then others
Really?
work for it. Yeah. Sometimes it just flows right out. And
Mm,
sometimes I have to work for it. So,
of course.
yeah.
Wow. So being a performer, do you, so, it's like you sing, you write, you produce. Of those three, do you have a favorite?
I think the writing part has
Hmm.
always been first love for me is writing.
Yeah.
It's like it's getting it out, just being able to whatever is given to me, the universe is given to me, I get to get it
Mm,
out. I'm gonna have a talk with the universe later about all of these little flubs that happens today with this eclipse. But yeah, I just feel
mm,
connected to that source, that creative source. And so writing
mhm.
first because with that everything else happens.
Everything else flows.
Yeah.
Who would you like to write for?
Woo. Different people, but Angela Bofill would be my
Really?
yes, I love her voice.
Oh, I did too.
I absolutely love the emotion and
Mm,
it's so organic and authentic and
yeah.
real. You can just feel it every time, you know, day in and day. I love Anita Baker, but as a writer, I love how she writes for herself. So,
Mhm.
but I
Yeah.
like to write for Janet. I would love to write
Oh,
for Mariah.
okay. Yeah. Wow. So as on the producer side, are there any, um, like notables that you've produced for, or are you just producing for yourself right now? Do you
Well,
have your own label?
no label yet. I've produced a lot of my stuff that has been released has been me, but I've worked with other people. Like I would open my studio up for other artists to come through and
Okay.
kind of give them little tidbits and help them develop, or and kind of
Sure.
recording part of it because some are really great singers or rappers, but then recording it is a different you know mindset and different skill. So it's just like
Right.
really helping them there. And I've worked with foster kids for a very long time, and I take them to the studio and work on some things there, just to kind of teach them something that will be disciplining and
Sure.
focus away from the lives that they have to live. And for some, they have continued it. So
Aw, like a big brother.
yeah, yeah. I've been a mentor for almost 20 years.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
I felt like it was important to do. Like when God blesses you with something, you have to
Give back. Mhm.
not just yours. It's share.
Right. Absolutely. Wow. So how do you as a because you just noted that you collaborate with a lot of people, and I like to hear different sides from different artists that I have on. When you are in the artist's seat and you are receiving from the producer, but because you produce, you know what you like, you know what you
Yeah.
feel. How do you sift through that?
Um, I think it's easy for me. I think as a producer, I'm harder on myself.
Are you?
Yes,
Oh,
it annoys me to produce myself, but
uh,
I'm very particular about every note, every nuance, every emotion, everything. And somebody else would hear me like, "Oh, that's great." There are three songs on the album that I was not going to put on the album because I just felt like I would hear things. I should do this over, or I should fix that. And it's like, no, leave it alone. I'm like, okay. And so I'm glad I did. But with other people, I can hear it immediately, and I can help them get to the fix immediately.
sure, sure. So you already answered the question. It's like pretty much like, do you go back and listen to songs that are pre-recorded that you've put out, and when you do you cringe? Do you say, I knew I shouldn't have done that? Or what's your reaction to your own music?
On some songs, yes, right.
Okay. Hmm.
Some songs I will listen to like, ooh, here come the part is coming. I try to
That part.
my brain go. go somewhere else so I don't have to, focus on it. But
Right.
and then other songs are like, okay, I like this. This is good. This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So, so amazing. Well, we've got one more break. And then when we come back, I want to talk about the new project and the release of it, and, all of the goodies in the clinic about radio and how it's doing, the feedback you're getting. So, just sit tight. We'll
Right.
be right back. Everybody, stay tuned. We're coming back with a lot more from our guest tonight here on Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide. The Platinum Agencies is taking the indie brand to the next level with customized strategies that includes interviews on Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide and promotional campaigns on social media. Listen to what these artists have to say about us. Daryl Anders of Agape Soul says Sabrina Taylor has created a brilliant platform to showcase unsigned and independent artists. She's been a great resource for increasing awareness and helping me to build my brand. International guitarist Gary Purcell says Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide offers a platform for unsigned artists to showcase and put themselves in a position where people can have an opportunity to learn about the artist in an up-close and personal setting. Sabrina Taylor does a great job making you feel comfortable and can really present the artist well to the audience. And it does not hurt that she has a smooth voice. The Platinum Agencies, better known as TPA, brand ambassador for indie artists on social media. Connect with the Platinum Agencies at gmail.com. Gary Purcell, featuring the phenomenal R&B vocalist Tony Terry. Available now on all digital platforms. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. And we are so happy to have you. We're in the last leg or so before we do the premiere. And I want to talk to you, Devon, about the new project. Uh, I love everything on it.
Thank you.
So how critical were you there? I mean, are you pretty good? You have some favorites. I know you've got some favorites on this CD, right?
It's weird because I almost didn't put it out.
What?
Yeah, because for one, I was about to wrap up, the whole thing when the pandemic hit. I was kind of like, I had other things I needed to do in my life, very important things, and I was like, okay. And then people kept asking me during the pandemic, am I releasing anything? So I said, let me just put something out, and I put out Forever and Always, and it did really well. And so it just kept moving from there. So I said, okay, let me really take this serious again. It's always been serious for me, but just to really put in the effort to to make it work, and I just kept pushing the date back because it's personal. When you put out a album, it's like your children, and people are gonna judge it, and
True. That's true.
So for me, it's like, ooh, some of this stuff is really personal for me. So letting
Yeah.
Harry almost.
So what was the inspiration behind why so transparent? Because you just said a lot of it was personal.
Mhm.
Why be so transparent now?
Well, I think that's the part of artistry. Like real artists, you
Yeah.
know, paint with their emotions and their feelings. And
Yeah.
I had to be, if I was gonna put something out, I had to be very clear with that.
Mm, sure.
Is it real? Is it real for me? And is it
Right.
something that I feel? And am I connected to it? So, and I felt that I was. And some things were really personal, but I was like, okay, people can relate to it,
Yeah.
hopefully. And
Yeah.
let it fly. Let's see where it goes.
Can you name a couple of your favorites from the CD?
um, for me, it switches, but I promise has always been. It's just different from. I just there's something different there, and I was like, oh, I like the where I'm writing with this, the arrangement, and it's just different for me. I
Yeah.
can back to that and like, okay, yeah, this is nice.
Wow.
And then moving on is very personal to me. And so I could play that for myself because I don't usually just play my music, but I can play moving on, and just because I want to hear it and it means something.
And Morning Sun, that's the name of the CD.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
What
the
about it? Yeah, talk about the title of the CD.
so the title, so the creative process for me happens late in the night, right? And so a lot of
Mm.
times I'm in the studio at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock
Mhm,
in the morning, and
mhm.
there's a point where I have to kind of unravel. I have to kind of take a break because you're high strung.
Sure.
Creativity just going, stuff is just still coming. I have to break because I'm like I'll be here till noon. So
True.
I have to give myself a minute, and before I go to bed, usually the sun is coming up,
Oh,
and I get a chance to, in a sense, connect. I'll look out the window and just kind of appreciate um, the moment and just really connect and be grateful. And I feel like in that space, I'm connected, like a parent, like a child to a parent.
wow.
Part of
Wow.
and I feel the energy, and I feel, and when I wake up, I have everything I need to start the next day, creative process, flow out again.
Wow. Well, Oh Love, tell me about that. S
Oh love, so oh love, is an ode to it's like a conversation with love itself.
Okay.
Yeah, opposed to saying oh love, like how can we fix this to a person? You're saying to love, like why do I have an issue with you, love?
Oh,
You know, you
yeah.
know, and so that's a question that I think like I've had for myself is like the issues that come up. It's not the person, it's my relationship to love itself, and a lot of times it comes back to me,
Yeah.
right? And so it
Yeah.
really kind of takes you on a journey, like it says, rock with me, step in time with me. I want to be locked into your rhythm, right? And so, and that's kind of that's kind of the idea, of like lock me in, get me back on track, so that I can extend
Ah,
that to back out to other people.
right. Right.
Right? If I can go out and have it with other people.
That's deep. That's really, really deep, man. And I always like to hear, what led a person to be inspired by a certain song. And I'm always amazed, at the storyline behind it. Well, we're
Yeah.
going to premiere it tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, oh, love. We're gonna premiere it tonight, and you guys, please give us the emojis and share at the end of the song your thoughts and give us some feedback. But tonight, you guys, enjoy "Oh Love" by our special guest tonight, singer-songwriter Devon Howard. Enjoy.
Love, take me by the hand, don't let go. You got that magic in your touch. Show me all the places lovers go now. I need you. Make me a believer. Can you tell me why I keep on pushing you away? Rock with me, step in time with me, till I feel that rhythm in my soul. Love, free me from this pain inside. Clear my heart and ease my mind. everything that we've been through. Can't imagine living without you. Can we try again? I feel your love again. Oh, wake me in your light of love. Heal me with your loving touch. Will you rock with me? Step in time with me. I need to feel your rhythm, love. Free me from this pain inside. Clear my heart, ease my mind. Turn this darkness into light. Oh, I need you. Can you hear me calling you? I just wanna be with you. Open up, let me in. Oh, oh, I need you. I need your light in my life. I need your love shining all the time. And all of the nights you're on my mind. Oh, love, free me from this pain inside. Heal my heart, ease my mind. I turn this darkness into light. Oh, I need you. Hey, I can hear my heart beating. It's hard for me to breathe. Won't you let me in? Give me love again. I need you.
So beautiful, Devon. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. So what single is that single out at radio, or which single is still with radio right
So
now?
that single that said radio now, yeah, so that's the one we're pushing in America.
Yeah. Oh,
Right, it's
okay.
being pushed in the UK.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got it. So what kind of feedback are you getting?
it's been incredible, incredible. The album actually on the Amazon sales chart, on the soul charts, went to number one, and
I
and it you know I had to sit in that for a minute,
Aw.
uh, because I wasn't expecting it. I don't know why, but I just wasn't expecting it. I was just grateful to get it out and that people were enjoying it, and I'm grateful.
Aw, wow. I mean, you've got some amazing, amazing music. Are you going to try and tour it, or what are you gonna do with this particular?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm starting to get invitations to do shows. So I'm excited. Um, it's been a long time since I've been excited about performing. But I'm excited now. So it seemed like the stars aligned, and this is the time. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna roll with it.
yeah. Wow. Well, we are wishing you like the best. You
Thank,
are going to go far,
thank you.
and I mean, you've got so much experience already under your
Yeah,
belt, and
yeah.
so I can't see you go anywhere else but up. Yeah,
Thank
honestly, honestly, yeah. So, what do you want people to walk away with after hearing your music, Devon?
you. What did you feel? You
Mm,
know, could you relate to anything?
yeah,
I think for me, growing up, um, when I would listen to music, they would be the soundtracks to our lives. And that's writer, that's always the goal. And as a singer, is always emoting and making sure that whatever the feel is, that
yeah,
capture that for the people and whatever they're going through in their lives. And that's always been the goal. So that's what I would like for people to walk away with something that they can connect to,
Yeah.
and soundtrack to a point in their life.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. Well, we want you to know that you're family. So no more invitations. You got to tell me when you want to come back
Yeah,
and we can definitely get you on,
yeah, that
So
was
you
great.
know how they say when you first come over, first time,
Yeah,
you're a guest. Second time,
family.
you get your own food.
Yeah,
But that's not being, you know, disrespectful. I think it's just love. It's like, okay, you got in my house. I'm saying you can come back.
yeah.
You don't need an invitation.
Right.
So
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And so we're so proud of everything that you've accomplished. That's what this whole platform is about, is to see the indie artist start with a dream, and
Yeah,
then you've kind of begun to see some of those dreams fulfilled,
yeah.
and I'm tickled pink to be able to sit right next to you, and I can say, hey, I remember when he came to the show. Now
Thank,
you're up there with Janet Jackson doing things, and
hey, I would love that. But
uh,
you're this is great, and I'm so excited to be able to sit and talk about my life and my career in this way, and especially being able to create it the way that I see it and be able to express it. So thank you for opening up a platform for people like me. It's very much appreciated.
thank you so very much. It's a lot of work, but it's a labor of love. It really is a
Yeah,
labor of
it
love.
feels like it.
Yeah, it really, really
Yeah.
is. I love what I do. So, the best compliment is just to tell others about me.
Yes, will do.
Yeah, just share and let them know we're here and we're music enthusiasts and we're family more than anything. And we're here to support. We're all over Facebook supporting the indie artists. So,
Great,
yeah,
great.
yeah, absolutely. Well, again, we thank you so much for coming, and everybody, thank you for choosing to come and chat with us tonight. Anywhere, there are all kinds of podcasts on. You could have chosen to watch anywhere, but you can to sit with us, and we appreciate you. Remember, what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. So, you guys, listen, love, and peace, and we'll see you back here next week. Thank you so much. Thank you.